Chapter 1 of School of the Woods. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Maggie Travers. School of the Woods by William J. Long. Chapter 1 On the Way to School. Many years ago the writer saw, for the second time, a mother otter teach her unsuspecting little ones to swim by carrying them on her back into the water, as if for a frolic, and there diving from under them before they realized what she was about. As they struggled wildly in the unknown element, she rose near them and began to help and encourage them on their erratic way back to the bank. When they reached it, at last, they scrambled out, whimpered, shook themselves, looked at the river fearfully, then glided into their den. Later they reappeared cautiously, but no amount of gentle persuasion on the mother's part could induce them to try for themselves another plunge into the water. Nor, spite of her coaxing and playful rolling about in the dry leaves, would they climb again upon her back that day, as I had seen them and other young otters do 20 times before without hesitation. Now to me, as I went home through the twilight woods thinking it all over, the most suggestive thing in the whole curious incident was this, that I had been taught to swim myself in exactly the same way by a bigger boy, with less of help and more of hilarity on his part, and a great deal more of splashing and sputtering on mine, than marked the progress of the young otters. That interesting little comedy by the quiet river, one of the thousands that pass every day unnoticed in the summer woods, first opened my eyes to the fact that all wild creatures must learn most of what they know as we do. And to learn they must be taught. I have had that fact in mind in gathering together from my old notebooks and summer journals these sketches of animal life, which group themselves naturally about one central idea, namely, the large place which early education holds in the life of every creature. That animal education is like our own, and so depends chiefly upon teaching, may possibly be a new suggestion in the field of natural history. Most people think that the life of a wild animal is governed wholly by instinct. They are of the same class who hold that the character of a child is largely predetermined by heredity. Personally, after many years of watching animals in their native haunts, I am convinced that instinct plays a much smaller part than we have supposed. That an animal's success or failure in the ceaseless struggle for life depends, not upon instinct, but upon the kind of training which the animal receives from its mother. And the more I see of children, the more sure am I that heredity, only another name for accumulated and developed instincts, plays but a small part in the child's history and destiny, that, instead, training, early training, is the chief factor, that Loyola, with a profound wisdom in matters childlike, such as the world has rarely seen, was right when he said, in substance, "Give me a child till he is 7 years old, and it matters not much who has him afterwards. He is mine for time and eternity." Substitute 7 weeks for 7 years, and you have an inkling of the unconscious thought which governs every little mother in the wilderness. To indicate the probable truth of this position, there are certain facts and traits of animal life which are open to even a casual observer in the woods and fields. Those young birds and animals that are left by sad accident, or sadder willfulness, without their mother's training profit little by their instincts. They are always first to fall in the battle with the strong. Those alone that follow their natural leaders till they learn wisdom live to grow up in the big woods. Sometimes, in the course of a long summer, birds and animals that see their first offspring well trained produce a second brood or litter. The latter are generally abandoned, at the approach of winter, before their simple education is half completed. Left with their instincts and their imperfect training, they go to feed nature's hungry prowlers, while the better trained broods live and thrive in the same woods, amid the same dangers.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?